That's
Okay,
so good.
I'm ready to go whenever you are. Eva, you want to do the intro? I think it's you.
Yeah, I can. Can I just like 2 minutes?
Yeah.
My grocery order is like 1 minute away, and I don't want them to ring the bell and all that sort of stuff
Oh,
when
yeah. No, that's fine.
Sorry. Yeah, 1 minute away. I'll be right back.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Uh-huh. I got bread. I'm eating bread.
All right. Whenever you're ready, ma'am.
No worries.
Hello.
Hello there, and welcome to the 27th episode of the broadcast. My name is Eva, and here with me is the cutie patootie Rynnie.
Hello.
Hello, and also the sizzling hot Xylie Star. How you doing?
Hello.
Hello. Now, today, actually, how are you guys first?
I'm doing pretty good. We're doing all right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Doing all right.
Yeah.
Rynnie, what's
I'm
going on?
I'm doing good. I've been grinding Final Fantasy.
Yeah. I was saying before that I had the chance to, well, I was waiting for the chance to get into Final Fantasy because when I found out about it, I signed up for it and there was a massive wait and they were going to email me when I'm ready. And months later, when they finally were like, hey, you can come into the service, I'm like, nah, I'm all right. So what we will do today, I think we are going to go over Mr. Willy Mac's video about Andrew Tate. So today when I woke up, I saw on Twitter RIP Tater Tot, and I had no idea about this cat, right? And I literally thought that Andrew Tate died.
Oh my god.
And I was like, whoa.
I put it in y'all's minds about them being tater tots. Oh, this is horrible.
You did.
Yeah, because I was literally like, oh my god, Andrew Tate's dead? This is going the way of Epstein. What's going on here? But yeah, it turns out it was a kitty cat with was it two little broken legs?
Yeah.
Oh, poor sweet baby.
Yes. R.I.P. Tater Tot. Bless the little heart.
So as you may notice, it's just me, Rynnie, and Xylie here today. Mystic has some work and Bunny is feeling a little under the weather, so it'll just be us three reacting to this one today.
Yep.
Have you guys seen this yet?
No.
I have not.
Excellent. Neither have I. We're all going to be in there together for the first time.
Cool.
Cool. All right, well, let's do it when you're ready, Zy.
All right. I'm going to skip the intro and just go in with the first chapter.
Yeah,
all right.
Sweet.
All right. The War Room. Let's go.
I have now made 2 videos on Andrew Tate going over the charges in the many videos he's posted incriminating himself.
I have to fuck her so she obeys me. I don't give a shit about having sex with beautiful women. I fuck them so they listen to me. So I can get what I actually want.
Oh my god, this man has always driven me crazy. I call this man my favorite misogynist, and it's shit like that. It's shit like the shit that he spews out of his mouth. I mean, oh my god.
Yeah, total manipulation from the start.
Yes.
That's just,
want,
Honestly,
which is not them.
What, Rynnie?
I said honestly understandable how y'all feel.
It's a means to an end. Every single Bond girl was exploited. That's exactly what I do.
Well, he's continued to incriminate himself in his war room group chat where he teaches other people how to traffic women as well, leading to at least one other member being arrested and charged. So what is the war room? It's Andrew Tate's cult of what he claims to be.
Oh, wait, let me put this to 1.25. My bad.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, good.
I love how he was comparing himself to James Bond just before.
Oh, yeah,
That's
because he thinks he's cool. Yeah.
Oh, what an idiot. Yuck.
The most powerful non-governmental body in the world. He describes as the Illuminati, but cooler.
War room is kind of like the Illuminati, but cooler.
Powerful is the network.
I'm alive.
Are we allowed to talk about anybody else who's in there?
I will never tell you about any of the members, but let's put it this way: I'm still alive, right? So, and there's been serious attempts on my life. So the war room is the most powerful network on the face of the planet today, bar governments.
Are you trying
bar
to keep
a nation
up?
state? The war room is bar a nation state wanting you dead. The war room is the number one enemy you wouldn't want you coming after you because they will get you. We are that good.
Now, I used to think he was just being hyperbolic here, but it's not just a meme. It's dangerous, especially if you're a woman they target. Now, if you're a new member of the war room, it's just another way for them to siphon $5,000, $7,000 out of you.
The war room now, it's like when you join it, you're going to be paying the $5,000, but you're not just going to be paying for that. They say that's only your admission ticket. You're only paying to get access to these people. You're not.
What?
Wow.
It's like a pyramid scheme for millionaires. Oh my god,
Literally.
bro.
You got your level 1s to your level 5s, like freaking what's her face? Brittany. Is it Brittany? I can't remember what her name is. Yuck.
To be respected and all that stuff. What you're supposed to be doing is pay for more stuff. As soon as you join, they're asking you, it's like, you got to pay now for the 5 fundamental courses, which I think is like $3,000 with a discount or whatever. So $5,000 USD plus $3,000 discount.
$8,000 just to get started, and they will continue to gouge you for thousands more. But if you actually stick around long enough and make the money, that's when you'll be allowed in the more advanced courses. In one of the War Room group chats, Andrew Tate is giving step-by-step instructions on how to manipulate girls, using his own as examples. In one of the leaked messages, he explains how he would isolate girls from their family by lying. He writes, update on the 2 girls living together. The girl that moved lost her support network at home, cemented her move, talking about staying forever, can't wait for me to come back, etc. So
Okay, that right there. You know who does tactics like that? Abusers.
Yeah.
To say.
That's what abusers do. They single you out. They single you out and they make it where that the abuser is the only life network that you have.
Yeah, they isolate you. And
Yes,
they make
there
out
you go.
like
That's the
they're
word
the
I was trying to
person.
use. Yeah.
Yeah.
They isolate
yeah.
you. That's exactly what an abuser does. Bro.
I had to tighten the screw. So I said somebody from her hometown told me that she worked in a sex club. I literally totally made this up from the sky. He then shows the text accusing her at 10:40 and then ghosting her for 20 minutes as she panics. He says, started calling her a liar and threatening to kick her out. But the real goal here is for her to agree to never go anywhere without me. Not even her hometown. He then shows his messages with her. You are never going back to Timisoara without me. Understand? And she replies, yes, I understand. He then posts...
And that's part of the sex trafficking. That's the coercion.
Jesus.
I don't like it.
Bro.
It's like, I can't believe this is actually a thing and that he's teaching this to other people.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. That's mental abuse. What he's doing right there is mental abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's trapping these girls. Or at least that one. Yeah. That's a trap. That's a trap set, and he's teaching people how to set traps like that.
That's so fucked.
More text messages showing how he's broken this girl down, all through lying, I might add. Andrew, please tell me that this is a joke, because I really don't want to believe that you mean what you're saying. I'm freaking crying alone in a room, and you think I'm not serious? Where am I now, Andrew? Here? Why? Because I am serious. I've left everything and everyone behind. For who? For you. Andrew then writes in the war room, I need her working, not visiting friends in her hometown. So I'm putting nails in that coffin, saying my people are talking bad about her. So Andrew Tate is admitting and teaching how he gets a girl to fall in love with him, systematically tears her apart from her family and friends, all for the purpose of bringing her to Romania so she works on webcam for him.
Exactly. Boom. That's evidence. That's evidence right there.
100%.
That is textbook human trafficking according to Romanian law. And if the girls didn't work or didn't pull in enough money after they moved in, the Tates would have Georgiana and Luana, their assistants, beat them. They're being charged as well. These are transcripts from DICOT, the Romanian FBI, showing them threaten a girl, saying, maybe you're not listening because I'm killing you if we don't make money. Punch yourself in the mouth until I arrive because I'll give you another 10. Andrew Tate would encourage his victims to get breast implants, and if they didn't reach their numbers, he'd make Georgiana pull at the stitches. The prosecution writes, there's no...
Oh my god!
Jesus. Literally torture.
Yeah, it's like threatening physical violence onto them. That's fucking, oh my god.
To avoid leaving traces of violence on the body of one of the girls who had recently undergone a breast implant, lifted her arm to break the operation, after which she stated she is not stupid enough to hit her and leave traces. God.
Oh.
Damn, dude.
Oh.
No medical documents of the physical violence because the defendants acted cunningly without leaving traces. For example, from one of the victim's statements, it appears Georgiana, to avoid leaving traces of violence on the body of one of the girls who recently undergone breast implants, would lift her arms to break the operation, after which stated she's not stupid enough to leave traces. To anyone who's still skeptical about the human trafficking charges, I beg to ask, what else would you call this?
Period. Thank you, Willie. Yes, 100%, dude. That's exactly, oh my God. Like, literally, that's what they're doing.
It's
manipulate
a fucking gun. Yeah.
Yeah.
The girls into falling in love with him with promises of marriage. I want to know if you're committed, serious about marriage. He'd then divide them from their family and friends through lies. I said somebody in her old town told me she worked in a sex club. I totally made this up. I need her working, not visiting friends from her old town. And then when they got nothing left, they move in with him where he traps them inside the house.
So I end up with all these chicks just stuck in their house, sitting there, bored, completely in love with me. And of course, they don't go out. They're not allowed out. You stay in the house.
I'm sorry. Andrew Tate is probably one of the dumbest people I have ever met because he basically told everything that he did out in public.
Yeah. I don't even know why there is even like a tribunal over this or whatever. Like, it's literally, there's evidence everywhere and he's telling everybody what he's doing.
He's told everybody what he's been doing this whole time.
Yep.
You don't go nowhere. You're not, no restaurants. No clubs, nothing.
Where they would be beaten, tortured by Georgiana and Luana. And he knows what he's doing is wrong. He proudly states in the war room. Another element. Since she's moved in, she's been fed, but nothing else. She's broke, can't go home, and she can't leave the house. Man, I almost sound evil. And the worst part is, other members of the chat love it, posting themselves doing the same thing, bragging about how much money they're making from OnlyFans. Fake convo with G, me pretending I love her, G speaking sense. Posting targets of what woman they plan to get next. This is the next target. We'll start the groundwork tonight and keep you all updated. She passed the PhD test. Ready for another masterclass. People are paying over 10K and putting in hours of work.
And I hope they get those motherfuckers too.
Yes.
Yep.
I hope they
So
get
disgusting.
them too. I hope every single person who has been doing the same thing that Tate has taught them, I hope they get them too. This is disgusting.
Day to learn how to traffic women. It's insane, and yet it somehow gets worse because it's the tip top of the war room where the real crime is happening. I want to introduce you to Vlad Obu, aka Joe Lampton. He's good friends with the Tates and essentially the Romanian version of Andrew. He's seen driving fancy cars and having nice watches. He even runs and sells a course in the war room modeled after Andrew Tate's webcam business. He has been arrested as well, partly because he beat one of his girlfriends because
Yeah, hold on. I have Joe Lampton courses. Joe Lampton pussy money course. Joe Lampton lethal weapon mindset and mentality of G course. Joe Lampton OnlyFans genius course. Oh my God.
Oh my God. A full bundle. The full friggin' bundle. Right,
the war room modeled after Andrew Tate's webcam business. He has been arrested as well, partly because he beat one of his girlfriends because she wouldn't get a third tattoo of his face on her.
Oh, what?
He has been arrested as well, partly because he beat one of his...
The gentleman said she was horrified where her then boyfriend told her not to intervene, but to just watch the nightmare scene unfold. The girl allegedly refused to get her third tattoo of her partner's face, and this angered him. Maria then wanted to go to the police with the victim, but the young woman refused because she was afraid of possible revenge from the aggressor. Oh my God.
She's already got 2 tattoos of his face, and he wanted a third one.
Branding. They want their women branded.
His girlfriends because she wouldn't get a third tattoo of his face on her. There were many witnesses. I wonder who else makes their girls get tattoos of themselves on them. I can't quite put a...
Because if you look here, it's the lady's first name, last name Tate. Lady's first name, last name Tate.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Finger on it. And guess what? He's also been charged with human trafficking. DICOT prosecutors say the alleged victims were trained by beating or psychological terror until the leader of the group considered that they had become as obedient as dogs. According to DICOT investigators, Vlad Obu would have used his public image to seduce several girls through the so-called lover boy method, most of whom were without financial means. Once caught in the net of Obu, the girls ended up in video chat studios open in Bucharest, Ilfov County. The same county Andrew and Tristan were found trafficking women. DICOT even seems to refer to the same organized crime group that Andrew and Tristan Tate have been charged with creating. DICOT has reported that 31 people have been picked up and investigated in this operation.
Ooh.
It is so much bigger than people realize.
Holy shit!
Wow.
31.
Yes.
Look, it says on Tuesday morning at 13 addresses from where 31 people were picked up and taken to hearings. Oh my God.
They're all grouping together as well, it seems.
They caught a whole network. It wasn't just the Tates. They've caught a whole network. That's a whole ass network of people. 13 addresses. That's a network.
Yep.
Oh my God. Damn.
realize. I want to bring you back to a line from Andrew Tate because it's about to get real different in a moment.
Bar a nation state wanting you dead, the war room is the number one enemy you wouldn't want you coming after you because they will get you. We are that good.
A big reason why Andrew Tate is so screwed right now is because Dicot's been monitoring his phone calls without him knowing. Well, Andrew Tate must not be that smart because for some reason he thought his phone calls in jail wouldn't also be monitored.
Oh, you
Bro.
kidding me? What a fucking idiot. Of course the phone calls in jail are monitored. That's like number one thing.
Dumbest,
Are you kidding?
dumbest criminal ever.
Oh my god.
Dumbest criminal ever. What in the world did he... Bro.
Without realizing that Dicot prosecutors could monitor these dialogues, Andrew Tate got in touch with a trusted woman who was supposed to contact George Simmons, who was a member of the Assembly of Deputies in Romania, and a Romanian senator, Diana Sosaka, to convey to them that if they stood up for them in the public space and the Tates are let out, they will be rewarded. Keep in mind that this...
Remember, that's why he
bribery.
moved. That's why he moved there, because he said it was a corrupt company. Company. Oh my God, he moved there because he thought it was a corrupt country. All right, that you could pay officials off. That was his whole point of moving there. He wanted to get away from Western countries and Western laws, and he wanted to go to that country because of the laws on the R word and like sex trafficking, stuff like that was easier, and they were corrupt that you could pay people off. That was his whole point of going there. He said it.
Yeah.
So
And with someone that has that much money or as much money as he does, like the sky's the limit for him. He can just keep paying himself out of any issues or any troubles.
exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
This has been translated from English to Romanian and then back to English, so some things might read a little weird. Tate says, also, Anna, there's a guy called George Simmons. He's a protester or something. He's on Facebook and is always posting about stuff. She says, oh yes, I know. He says, talk to him and anyone else like him who doesn't like the corruption in Romania. And understand that if he helps us, he will be rewarded. Talk to him and tell him this case is shit. They're Americans. They're making Romania look bad. Dicot is corrupt. She says, also Senator Sosaka. She's also a lawyer and she fought against the COVID restrictions. You remember her now? And Andrew replies, yes, both. He then says, put them in and tell them that Dicot is corrupt and that is very bad for Romania. It's very bad for the image. These guys are innocent. Look here, they're the victims. If you side with the boys, when the boys get let out, they'll make sure you're rewarded for telling the truth. In another wiretap to his cousin Luke, he says, make it clear to them. You're going to get a lot of votes when Tate says you were on his side. How insane is that? He felt comfortable openly saying that he was going to bribe Romanian politicians from a jail cell.
Dumbest criminal. Dumbest
Yeah.
criminal ever. I'm sorry.
That is like
bro.
the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Like, I feel like everyone should know, like, when you call from a jail, it's always recorded.
I mean, yeah, you would think.
I thought it was well known, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I thought it was
Yeah.
too. I mean, hello.
Like,
I mean, it only makes sense for it to be recorded.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
and people still look up to Andrew Tate.
oh yeah, people still look up to Andrew Tate like fucking idiots. Yes.
Oh
Okay,
my
they're going to
God.
excuse him until their face goes blue, you know, because they're a part of it. They want to be part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's dumb.
Not only that, but a whistleblower has come forward claiming that they have Twitter and Instagram employees in the war room working for them. The interview was done by the news movement, and the whistleblower is the person who helped create and run CobraTate.com, as well as Andrew Tate's Twitter. He's proven that he was part of the war room by leaking messages.
We have many Twitter employees, we have Instagram employees, TikTok employees. When we want to, we can delete an account. For small accounts, we can just mark them, and that's it, and nobody really cares. But for bigger accounts,
See, I don't know, because okay, let's put it this way. As many videos as Willy Mac has done and as much shit as Willy Mac has talked on Twitter, wouldn't his Twitter be gone? If that was true.
Honestly, yeah.
But, like, would he be considered, like, quite large in the sphere of, like, sort of reporting on
The
Andrew
guy
Tate?
just said small accounts, no problem.
Right. Yeah.
So, I mean, Destiny, well, Destiny has been gone off of Twitter. But Destiny's Twitter, I mean, he would be gone too, because he's been, before it got cool to say that Andrew Tate was human trafficking, Destiny's been saying that. Destiny's been saying Andrew Tate was shit. Well, I mean, I've been saying Andrew Tate was shit too, before it became cool, because everybody thought he was memeing.
Right.
Everybody thought he
I
was a
remember that.
joke. So
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, he still is a jerk, but he thinks he's very, very serious about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
we use a thing called PR marketing campaigns and narrative control. meaning that we have big accounts that side with us. We have many smaller, real-looking, human-like accounts. Whatever the perceived attack is on the Tate brand, that the marketing, the post, the tweet, the thread, whatever is purporting, we counter that with our Tate bots. We get big accounts to slander the person that's making that thread or that tweet or that post.
When you look at Crabcrawler's account, who was the #1 independent journalist reporting on Andrew Tate, with documentation going back years, his Twitter was banned and is still banned for seemingly no reason. Very convenient. In another instance, Tate sent people from the war room to go intimidate a journalist at his house. Tate...
What could have happened was it could have got bot mass flagged too.
Yeah, that's true, because they did say that they do have a lot of bots, right?
So that's probably how they're taking them down, yeah.
Right, and don't mention my name on Twitter ever again, and it's done. Or sign the contract, or it's just begun. Choice is yours. The guy says fair, Tate replies waiting, done. Tate then says I won't dox any more details. We leave it here. Tate has done this to multiple people, even bragging about it in an interview in 2022.
I'm that guy, and the guy, and he, as soon as he could feel it, and he felt it because people turned up at his door. Once I had his address, I started putting, I didn't want to get banned from Twitter. Obviously, it happened in the end anyway. Yeah. But at first, I put his street name, then I put his house number. And then when guys turned up at his house, I had to fly some friends of mine from Vegas to LA. Like, I had to spend money on this shit.
Bro.
Oh my God. He's literally telling everybody.
Yeah.
Like, you're right. Is the dumbest freaking criminal there is to live, I reckon. Yeah.
I mean,
so stupid.
But honestly, with what he does to those women, is it shocking? He's a very, I mean, doxing is doxing. Everybody knows how I feel about doxing, right?
Yeah.
But like, he literally spent money on this doxing, and it was very malicious when people were showing up at his door. Does it surprise you?
No, to be honest, you're right. No.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me either.
It just surprises me how dumb he is.
Yeah, that part, not anymore. But when it started coming down to it and finding out, oh my God, what he's been saying this whole time is real. So I haven't been bitching into the void sounding crazy after all.
Yeah.
Boom.
This took time out of my life. When he looked out the window and saw the SUV, then he starts apologizing on the internet. Like, oh, bitch. Welcome to the real world. Worlds have consequences. And it wasn't even hard for me to do. Richard, all I did was I sent some messages to a few private groups I'm in.
You know, that's funny he said that.
The window and saw the SUV, then he starts apologizing on the internet. Like, oh, bitch. Welcome to the real world.
Yes, Andrew Tate. Welcome to the real world. And that's why your ass is going through what it's going through right now.
Have consequences. And it wasn't even hard for me to do. Richard, all I did was I sent some messages to a few private groups I'm in and said, look, cash prize, this guy needs to pay.
A few private groups being the War Room. It's like a bald version of 4chan. So I ask again, what is the War Room? It's a $10,000 course where experts on trafficking and abuse come together and teach others how to traffic and abuse women. Only payable through crypto, by the way.
And then he says crypto is the only available payment option.
They trick the woman to leave their family and friends behind, leave them broke, make them tattoo their names on her. If they refuse, beat them, ban accounts trying to document the situation by paying Twitter staff in the War Room to do it.
We have many Twitter employees, we have Instagram employees, TikTok employees.
That's so fucking gross.
Yeah.
When we want to, we can delete an account.
If that doesn't work, dox the journalist. Have members show up to their house intimidating them.
But at first I put his street name, then I put his house number. And then when guys turned up at his house, I had to fly some friends of mine from Vegas to LA. Like,
my question is, I would love to see this interview because I want to know if this person did any pushback against him doing that.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you he didn't.
I had to spend money on this shit.
When they finally get caught and are in prison waiting for trial, they try and call and bribe politicians. This group is actually kind of scary. They're clowns. I want to point and laugh at them, but they're like evil trafficking clowns.
Everyone's afraid of us. And if anyone did piss us off at any point, even if we didn't want to fuck them up ourselves, we can make one phone call and they'd either be in a ditch or lose their any right to...
Your shirt's too goddamn tight.
I know, I get it for your shirt. You're not, oh my God. He probably does his own washing, right?
Oh.
Stay here, we'd have some visa issue and get kicked out the country. Or arrested for no reason and put in a jail cell for months at a time.
Ironic.
We are basically as mafia as you can get.
I actually can't tell how much he's joking here anymore.
Close your fucking mouth, you're just really fucking dense. If you hate me while you talking, you don't make no fucking sense.
Probably the most infuriating thing when it comes to the Tates is dealing with an insane amount of misinformation they put out. Tristan writes, a lot of Twitter detectives trying to solve my case. Think out of context video clips are proof of crime beyond all reasonable doubt? I sit here reading actual charges, and it's a false accuser whose story has been disproven already. And
Tristan is just as bad as his brother.
Yes, he is. I've noticed that.
Tristan is just as bad as his brother. Both of them are getting what they deserve. Hopefully.
Yeah, birds of a feather.
Yep.
Right.
Allegations of stolen TikTok money. This is a lie. Now, I've debunked this before, but I'm going to do it again because he keeps saying it. The prosecution is not accusing them of stealing TikTok money. If you read the court documents, it clearly states that Andrew and Tristan would traffic women and have Georgiana and Luana force the girls into making graphic content using the website OnlyFans. They'd then force them to create a TikTok to help promote the OnlyFans. In him claiming that the girl's story has already been disproven, it just isn't true. He's lying again. When Andrew and Tristan Tate were in jail, messages were released by Dicot showing the two girls trying to escape his house earlier that year. We know this because he called them using the prison phone. There's transcripts. Yes, put them everywhere and say this girl says she's kidnapped when she is not kidnapped. Luke then asks, you're saying you want me to discredit them and have social media pull hard? And Tate responds, yes, screw them. Luke in the war room then posted a single TikTok of the girls dancing as if that proved anything. It only fooled Sneeko.
Well, because Sneeko's a fucking idiot.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
can we admit? I mean, honestly, it's not that hard to fool Sneeko. Sneeko's a fucking idiot. He keeps proving that over and over. He's had one good take, and that's when he was with Destiny on Fresh and Fit against Rolo. That's the only time Sneeko has ever had a fucking W. I'm just saying.
Yeah. He literally is just a sponge as well. Like, he just takes all the information from people around him and tries to regurgitate.
Yes.
It as his own. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh, Sneeko's an idiot.
They're in the house all the time. This is them. Does this look like women who are being held against their will?
Sneeko, the girls were forced to make TikToks. That's part of the trafficking. And because of Andrew Tate's bots, this news went wild. People still believe this argument. The Tate's war room would then take one snippet out of all of these released messages from Dicot and frame it as if the girls were making it all up to get a Netflix deal, when that's not what the messages are saying at all. So no, nothing in this statement is true. Nothing's been disproven. They're literally running a smear campaign, and it's only working because the court documents, as well as the articles exposing it, are in Romanian. The BBC is more focused on him being a misogynist than a human trafficker.
Financial success.
That was, okay, this interview here, big reason why I didn't go over it, because it was absolutely dumb.
Oh, really?
It's the same talking points over and over again that we've been talking about. Now we need to talk about the case.
Right. Okay, so they didn't even touch the, on the case at all?
I think she touched the case lightly, but it was more about him basically being a misogynist. And it's like, duh, hello, been knowing that, don't care anymore. Now we need to figure out what he's done legally or illegally, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Can I just fucking say as well, I hate the way he puts his hands like that in a friggin' triangle, like every single time he gets. Like, what does that do? What does that mean? I don't understand.
It's a power thing. If you go back and watch presidents in history, presidents of the United States in history, and maybe in other countries too, I'm not 100% sure, but I do know with U.S. presidents, watch their hands and see how many do the same thing.
Right.
That's interesting.
Okay.
Or anybody who is who has power, like governmental officials or CEOs of huge companies, watch their hands.
Right.
A lot of them do that. It's like a power gesture.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. With a Bugatti and a cigar, but it comes with a side order of misogyny.
How does having a Bugatti and a cigar come with misogyny?
What are we doing? The Tate's new tactic is to take their own content out of context and then frame it as if they were saying that they love and respect women the whole time. They add this sad music.
They think that you can do it through fear, that you can scare girls, you can intimidate girls. If you're gonna scare a girl and put her on the street, she's just gonna walk off and leave and never see her again. She has to respect you and love you and want to work with you. And that's done through pimp, positively inspirational, motivating person. Through
They tried it.
Okay, right. We're gonna learn what pimp is again.
To work with you, and that's done through pimp, positively inspirational, motivating person.
Positive, inspiration, motivational person. I am now a pimp. Eva, you're a pimp, and Rynnie, you're a pimp too. Let's go.
We're all just pimping over here.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's one way to rebrand that word, right? So people will obviously accuse him of being a pimp, and he goes, "That's right, I am. I'm a positively influential, blah blah blah." Like, really.
We're all pimps. We are all pimps.
It's through positive energy. There's no negative energy in this business.
He's teaching you the lover boy method of sex trafficking. That's what this video is about. I've already made a whole video breaking this down. It's not a video about teamwork or respecting women just because he adds some sad music. In that same video, he literally teaches you how to lie and scam them out of money.
Tax is also another important element for controlling your woman.
He's been telling on himself the entire time. Let me tell you something. I'm going to be honest, and I've said this every time we have talked about Andrew Tate. I feel so vindicated with Willy Mac's videos. I feel so fucking vindicated. Because when I started covering Andrew Tate, I started getting, oh, he's memeing, he's not serious, oh, he's just a joke. And now look where we are.
Yeah.
I feel so vindicated. Oh my God.
And let's see that again. Xylie's always right.
Good God, dude. Shit.
You're not going to pay anybody tax because you're getting paid in Bitcoin. So you don't need to pay tax to anybody. But you need to tell your girl that you're paying the tax. Because girls are lazy, and girls are stupid, and girls don't understand how taxes work. So the girl's working with you, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, we've made this much money, but I'm going to pay the tax to make sure we don't get in trouble. She'll sit there and go, okay.
That's called tax fraud.
Yeah.
That's called fraud. That right there is called fraud. And these idiots, oh God, the people, oh my God. I hope every single one of them that was doing the same thing he was doing, I hope they all get locked up. I hope they all get locked up.
Yeah, amen.
Now that allows you to do two things. One, it's another control element. If I work with him, my tax is not a problem. If I do it alone, I have to deal with taxes. Taxes are complicated. It's a control element. Secondly, it allows you to pay her a smaller percentage.
Does this sound like the love and respect he talked about in his Twitter video? I would link you to the full video, but 2 days after I posted mine, it was mysteriously taken down. And as Sneeko said,
I've always said this on my stream. If they hide it, then it's the truth. If they have to delete it, then it's the truth.
Sneeko. You said it yourself, Sneeko. Oh my God. Sneeko is such... it's amazing to me that Sneeko can eat his own food and breathe air. Swear to God. Swear to God.
How is he even living right now?
I do not know.
It then posted a Twitter video that ends with Andrew saying, we would never keep you against your will, and then linking to freetopg.com.
If at any point you want to leave, you decided you've had enough and you want to go or you want to leave, it's no problem. You can come to us and just say, these guys, I want to go. You can have a water taxi here in 20 minutes. They give a water taxi to the airport and leave anytime you want. So you're not trapped, you're not enclosed, you're very free to leave anything you like.
So just if you need to leave, any kind of emergency, you don't want to be here anymore, you gotta go tomorrow, just let Georgiana know, your flight's will be booked, it's all good.
So you're not trapped, you're not enclosed.
Totally normal thing to say. The website is just an email list where Andrew writes to you over and over again that he's innocent. No case files, no facts. It's beautifully ironic that the Tates will sit there and cry about things being taken out of context when they're the ones taking everything out of context.
Yep.
Remember what we said about short form content out of long form videos and ignoring all context? That's all you, bro. You're the one saying how it's about TikTok money when it's not.
Yup, exactly.
Here is the official story. In 2021, 2 years ago, my brother and I formed an organized criminal gang with the intent of moving women to Romania so we could steal money from their TikTok accounts.
When Dicot released the messages of the two girls who were trapped and escaped the Tates, Andrew, Tristan, and the War Room were the ones that took a small snippet of the messages out of context and posted them everywhere. For Christ's sake, they took their own video down and then took it out of context to try and make themselves look better. Here's some other annoying lies they've spread that I just have to point out.
Are they accusing you of using violence or?
No. They are. It's in the indictment. They're accusing them of grape and physical violence. The text says it quite plainly. The Tates also like to claim that the victims are on their side. Of the 7 alleged victims, many of which are totally on our side.
And it's very interesting because the girls who they've identified to add to the file are saying that we're not victims.
I remember that narrative, and a lot of the Manosphere and Red Pill were going with that narrative, going, well, it's funny that the women that they're talking about, they're all on Andrew Tate's side. It's all lies. It's all lies.
Because they're in fear. Obviously, they're going to say that, they're like, he's not doing anything we hear about free will because they've got nothing. They've got nothing to go to. They've got nothing to do. And they're scared of what the outcome may be if they speak out.
Yeah, like especially if they're getting beat. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm going to be very honest. The men and women who are in that Manosphere and Red Pill that are on Tate's side, they're pussies. Yeah. They're pussies because they literally bend the knee to a man. That's not very alpha of them to do. Because alphas don't bend the knee to someone else. They're an alpha. That's not very manly to bend the knee to another man. Because the way they talk about Andrew Tate, you would think Andrew Tate controls them.
Yeah.
Like he's their daddy or something. It's disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting hearing how they talk about him.
Daddy Tate.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. Daddy Tate. Yeah.
Victims of anything, and this isn't true.
The two girls that are on their side are Georgiana and Nuana, who are also being charged. Again, taking things out of context.
Well, the fact that you're not accused of a sex crime or violence.
Can I say it? Tucker's a retard and should stay far away from this case.
Yes, Tucker is a retard. 100%. Tucker is a retard. Can we all say it together? Yay!
Tucker is
a retard. Period.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Just 1 second. Like those two ladies, right, that they were talking about, weren't they the ones that were like the bottom bitches or whatever?
Liana is, I believe. Hold on.
Or violence.
Can I say it? Tucker's a retard and should stay far. Or Georgiana and Luana, who are also.
Okay, I believe Luana was the one that in that one video of Tate, he says, Luana, she's 21 now and she's been with us 6 years.
Oh, fuck.
I believe Luana is that one, and I believe Georgiana is the one that used to be a cop for Romania.
Right.
I believe that's the
and
so
the one that like controls the girls and keeps them in line.
yeah,
and
she's
that
like
sort of stuff, right?
the beef, the you know, the physical one.
Yeah.
So I believe Georgiana's a cop and Luana's the one that was been with Tate since she was like 15.
Jesus Christ.
Also being charged. Again, taking things out of context.
Well, the fact that you're not accused of a sex crime or violence.
Can I say it? Tucker's a retard and should stay far away from this case. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Well, the fact that you're not accused of a sex crime or violence, which I think most people don't really understand. And they can look it up.
Tucker, you need to look it up. This guy's an idiot.
Oh my God.
I think Andrew and Tristan Tate are going out in a bit of a pathetic way. They now go on all these podcasts and interviews sniveling, acting all confused.
Yes!
It's so big, when less than a year ago they were proud, bragging about what they've done.
So no.
And that's the funny part about this whole thing. That is the absolute funniest part about this whole thing. They literally walked around with their chest out, all big, going, yeah, we do this to women. Yeah, we do this and because they're stupid on taxes. Yes, we do this. And now they're sniveling.
Yeah, who's stupid now, motherfucker?
Exactly.
They're literally telling on themselves. They're literally telling on themselves, and that's what I love about
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But you're a human trafficker by the lover boy method. I said, what's that? It's where you pretend to love them. So what, being nice? So I was nice to some girls 10 years ago? Is that my crime? Maybe I did love them.
Bro, it wasn't because you were nice. Come on now. Oh my God. I love how this dude walks around telling everybody all these crimes that he does, you know, and like he's walking around like he is like he's top G, right? Now top G is like literally begging for not to get in trouble. I love it. I love seeing it.
But we're not together anymore, so what? I pretended? Who said I pretended? Prove I pretended to love. And then what did I pretend to love them to achieve?
I was all about trying to get paid. Like my whole, I used sex as a tool to make women love me so they'd obey me and live in my house and make me money. That's what I wanted.
The case against me is that I pretended to love girls to make them do TikTok for money.
I get called a pimp a lot, but and the reason I use the term is because I don't see it as a negative term.
If you would have taken that...
I love that Willy's. Yes, I love it. I absolutely love it. But see, that's the thing. They went around for the longest time. Andrew Tate went around for years telling people what he did. And nobody fucking believed it. It's like Amos Yee all over again, almost.
Oh my God, true.
I mean, literally. Except for it's not kids, you know?
Wow.
But Amos Yee went around, with the one girl being 15 when she started, But Amos Yee, look at what he did. He went around telling everybody about child porn and stuff like that, and everybody thought he was memeing. Then come to find out, look what he's in prison for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If somebody tells you who they are, fucking believe them.
that deal and taken that money, you would have been happy for a week. But 2 months in, when you hear the story of some poor guy who lost his house from gambling, you feel like a piece of shit.
I had these guys selling their houses, life savings, loans, all of it to me. Give me it all. So like, and it's basic shit, right? You'd have a guy.
Feel bad or no?
Fuck no. Give a solitary.
Oh, but you felt like a piece of shit though, right? And that was,
Yeah.
and he did this interview 3 months before he did the other one where he was talking about he felt like a piece of shit.
Yeah, like here he's so like apathetic, and then in the other one he's trying to be like empathetic. It's like, bro, pick one.
Yeah. He thinks he knows that most people are dumb. Most people will forget things that people have done. Most people will forget things that people have said that they've done. And he knows that. He knows the people who follow him. I hate to tell you tater tots this, okay? R.I.P. the real tater tot. But I hate to tell y'all this, but he knows y'all are dumb. He knows this about you. Because the way y'all praise that man like he's a god, he knows y'all are dumb. And you show it to him.
That's the thing. It takes a dumb person to know a dumb person, right?
True.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Fuck.
Would you tell, like,
I don't give a fuck. And so would I if I did this stuff. I have a conscience. That's the whole thing about this. They have to attack our morality on a level and destroy our, to the point where we don't have a conscience. You have to have no conscience to sell your sanity. You have to be a bad person.
I know if you don't.
And you are a bad person, 100%.
He literally just said himself.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad at all.
Why the fuck would I
I
care?
don't feel bad either.
So, thank you. So I never sold out. And if I had, I don't think any of this would happen. I think this is punishment for not selling my soul.
I f them so they listen to me, so I can get what I actually want, which is not them. It's a means to an end. Every single Bond girl was exploited. That's exactly what I do.
You're not a victim.
Period.
Look how willingly he's able to cry, lie, manipulate to try and garner sympathy. It's pathetic. Tristan is out here bragging about making his kids' lives worse.
You have the kid. She knows.
Oh, this one pissed me off when I saw this on Twitter. Oh my God.
Tristan Tate doesn't take shit. And I had to, and this is actually good. I wouldn't, I guess, admit this on a live, but I had to downgrade one of the mothers of my kids from the house she was living in. I needed her to understand that you do not fuck with me. And she was living in a 4-bedroom rented house, and I was paying the rent and all the bills, and I pay everything. I said, okay, you know what? You want to fuck with me in that way? That's cool. You have 30 days to get out of that house. Here's your new apartment, 2 bedrooms.
Oh.
Well, what do you mean? Now.
So we're gonna, punish our child because of what the mother does.
That's fucking disgusting. That is so gross. Like his own flesh and blood, he is punishing because of like his mother disobeying him or something like that. Like what kind of a fucking loser does that to their own family, like with their own blood? Like, that's
absolutely,
so gross.
Absolutely.
He also said one of the mothers of his kids.
Yeah,
so
he has multiple. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So does Andrew Tate, I believe.
Yeah, harems.
Your child doesn't have a garden to play in. Well, that's your fault. That is not my fault. Take her to the fucking park. I don't take shit. So it's never going to get to that level where they think, oh, well, let me call the U.S. Embassy, and because he's a citizen, maybe I can, because they know the consequence. It's not going to turn out good for them or me or anybody.
This is now my 3rd video on the Tate Files, and I expect more information to keep coming out as the trial draws near. And yes, I expect it to only get worse. So subscribe.
Yes, Willie. Yeah. We will. Yeah, subscribe to Willy Mac Show. But yeah, I think this is the best video out of the 3 that he's done on this series. I would like to get Willy Mac on the show, and I know he'll do it. We just gotta figure out a time for him to come. But,
yeah, I'd love that too, for him to talk about this, and like, 'cause especially you and him, like you guys have looked into him the most, right? So you're gonna have a lot of things to discuss over this. So
yeah,
like, and that's the thing, like all the stuff that he's went through today in that video, like it's literally just the Tates contradicting themselves. So it's just like anytime they say, "Well, prove it," and he's like, "Well, in your own words, here's the proof." You know what I mean? It's a wonderfully done video, and it's really, really cool. So good, so good.
Yeah, no, he did a really good job. I think he is actually reporting on it the best out of everybody. I haven't seen anybody report on it better, to be honest. So, what you got to say, Rynnie?
Oh, I was saying, I think it was very, informative, because, some of that stuff I didn't know about. And he just did a really good job just, putting it together where it's only, a 25-minute video, but it's enough information where it doesn't feel so short. You're able to, absorb everything really nice.
Oh, yeah, he's really good about that. And his music in between chapters is amazing, too. I don't know where he gets his music from.
I love his chapters transitions, by the way. They're so random, and, the little bits of music and stuff like that. It's, it's really like a little palate cleanser in between each thing.
Yes,
it's
yes. That's exactly what it is. It's like a palate cleanser. You're just, you get to a point, you're like, oh, God, I can't wait for the break, because I know it's going to make me chuckle.
Yeah, it's a lot of information,
Yep. No, absolutely. No, great video. I can't wait to see what else happens, because he's on top of it. And yeah. So
there's also the fact that what they have been doing that's out in the public, imagine what is not public, you know what I mean? So But to me,
it's almost scary. It's almost scary to imagine what isn't public yet.
Yeah, it really is.
I don't know. It looks like it might get worse. I don't know. We'll see.
This is just the beginning. It's just the tip of the iceberg. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, I guess take us out, Eva.
All right, and that is it. That's the end of the video. So thank you, everybody, for joining us, reacting to Willy Mac's video on Andrew Tate. Be sure to comment if you've got something to say about this below. Make sure you like the stream, like the video before you leave. And also, we will be here on Mondays, 10 p.m. Eastern, and Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern for our live. So make sure you join us then. And we've got a whole bunch of topics for you coming up we're going to cover.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Anything else, ladies?
Yes. Put R.I.P. Tater Tot in the comments. Also, poor little kitty. R.I.P. Tater Tot. Insert picture here. There we go.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. I will for sure. All right, everybody. Say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.